Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. I am Falakzeeb Khan, anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry titans to share their experiences, thoughts, ideas, and best practices in order to inspire one another and future leaders. In a nutshell, we attempt to encapsulate the multi-decadal learnings acquired by these industry leaders. We also hope that by conducting these FaceTime with Leaders interviews, we can bring together a global community of eminent personalities. By bringing together such visionaries on one platform, we hope to play a part in inspiring the lives of other leaders. Great learnings from great leaders undoubtedly assist everyone by identifying, nurturing, and using the trade secrets that are proven success formulas for many. And this is what we aim for with these sessions, by making them a gathering of industry stalwarts and a knowledge-sharing community. We have one such industry titan on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Ms. Anu Sunil. Hello, welcome, Ms. Anu. We are glad to have you here today with us on FaceTime with Leaders.
Thank you, Alexa.
Thank you so much for being here. So let me give you a quick brief about Ms. Anu Sunil. She carries expertise gained and honed over 22 years, demonstrating unparalleled leadership in delivering industry-oriented contract administration. An exceptional strategic planner and team leader, her proficiency extends across domains, including project management, contract management, procurement, resource management, and budgeting. Her comprehensive skill set encompasses the entire contract lifecycle, from tender review and negotiation to project planning, contract administration, payment valuations, and audits. Noteworthy is her ability to handle a myriad of functions, including claim preparation, delay analysis, and contractual correspondences. She has managed multi-disciplinary projects with a proven track record of success, displaying leadership from development to project delivery. Currently serving as the head of contracts and commercials at Muscat Engineering Consultancy LLC, she has successfully navigated through diverse roles, from a senior project control engineer to the department of head of estimation, cost control, and project services in her previous role as engineering manager for project delivery contract. So, Ms. Anu Sunil, to begin with, could you let our viewers know in brief about your career journey so far?
Thanks, Alexa, for the wonderful introduction. My career journey actually started in 2001 in my hometown with an organization called Hycon India Private Limited, where I served for 4 years. I started initially with service engineer, moved to purchase coordinator, mainly in purchase roles. Taking inspiration from my mentors from Hycon, I moved then to a bigger city, Bangalore, where I embarked my journey with ABB, with the process automation team, and then I started my journey in project management. That's the time when I started, learning about the project management skills and the leadership skills. And this next 6 years of my journey in ABB actually has transformed me and shaped me into professional project manager. I had a lot of opportunities which was given by the management team from process automation with beyond boundaries, and even without considering that, women in project management. Some of the major clients whom I have worked with are Broadcast Steel Plant and Tata projects for the blast furnace project, the cold rolling mill for the JSPL, cold rolling mill project for JSPL, plate mill project for Welspun, and hot strip mill project for Jindal Southwest Thornhill. Traveling has been extensive during this time, and it was a tough time taking along my career and family together. But because of this extensive traveling, it also has helped me, take a lot of learning and exposure and understand our country and our people much beyond I thought I could. And that's when the opportunity from Middle East struck me with Tebber in Oman those days, which is now evolved as Muscat Engineering Consultancy because of the shared transfers from the international stakeholders to the local stakeholders. Here in Muscat Engineering, I have started my career with initially by managing the contract administrative part of a 7-year term contract, a framework contract, which had the provision to have multiple projects in it. And it was done through JV, which was the joint venture partner was a construction contractor, a local construction contractor called STS. There were a lot of contractual obligations and correspondences which I had to deal with during this time of my career. Even though we had a lot of contractual issues, one of the striking milestones which I had during that time was the transition of the contract payment methodology from progress-based payment methodology to timesheet-based reimbursement contract methodology, which actually had affected more than 400 projects. So I was main part in getting this transition done throughout the organization. We also had huge transitions which happened during the stakeholder transfer of the international stakeholders to the local stakeholders at various stages, where I also was a part of the leadership team to take the organization through that transition. And I also had been part of the successful contract winning team for the new contract, which is again two contracts, in fact, which has a term of 7 years, which is called maintenance integrity contract and project delivery contracts. So, and after the winning of this contract, I have also worked as engineering manager to, in order to bring up the PDC contract into a performing contract. And now, currently, I have recently taken the responsibility as head of contracts and commercials, where I'm handling not only the PDC and MIC contract, but all the other contracts which we have in the organization.
So I think that's been a really interesting and a wonderful career journey so far. And I'm sure that you've just grown over the years for better with the same. So our next question is what according to you are indispensable leadership qualities, and what are some great professional contributions you have made with your indelible leadership skills?
For me, integrity, transparency, and empathy are some of the key traits, leadership traits. And looking at the contributions, probably building a confident team, always, whoever I had with me, building a confident team to execute the challenging project successfully and celebrating with them on the success was always fun. Giving confidence to the clients through transparency and precision of the data which we provide. I also enjoyed being part of the leadership team during the organization transition during COVID, especially when we changed the working methodology from an office-based working atmosphere to work from home methodology, which we had never foreseen. It was a big challenge. People were going through a lot of emotions, especially being abroad, a lot of our expatriate staff were locked up here because the airports were closed. And I mean, pandemic was something which we have never seen, you know. So being with the team and, holding them together and taking the organization through this transition phase has always been, incredible for me.
That's really great, I would say. So while handling a complex project or any challenging task, apart from leadership skills, what are some qualities that you employ?
For me, I have always focused on doing my job very well with a focus on delivering value with quality. I mean, the value addition is actually a constant process. We never, at least I always try to see, even if there is an improvisation made, how further I can add value to whatever I do on my day-to-day, basis. So that is one thing which I always apply in my day-to-day work. Even in project management as well. That's one of the key things which I always employ. And early risk identification, mitigation, and I have also been successful in converting some of those identified risks into opportunities. So, my team also has supported me very well on this. And also staying true to our objectives and findings, especially when reporting to the management or even to the client. Even if it is a bad news, I believe in letting out the bad news. Although it might upset initially many people, but eventually it will all settle for better, and it will not go, or I've always seen that it has always helped us succeed in what we want to achieve. And when we put the company before us, it always helps us to stay focused.
Yes, that's definitely there. That's really great. So when we talk about ESG and corporate governance, like we want to know how and when did you develop an interest in ESG and corporate governance?
Okay, my instinct, as I told you, has always been constantly to look at value addition. And that value addition actually has helped me develop my interest in the ESG and the corporate governance, especially because I would like to see what, value addition as an organization we can provide to the society, to the environment, and also to our day-to-day corporate governance tasks. This question, which I always ask, where do you see myself in the next 5 years, and what value we can give to the society, has actually brought me into looking at ESG and corporate governance as my one of the options in my career.
That's great. So our next question is also on the similar lines. Like, as an ESG and corporate governance expert, what values do you bring to the table?
Yes, all my experience, if you look at whether it be project management or contract management, managing the team, even managing the team of sizes up to 100 to 150. All these things will actually help looking at the internal processes, internal controls, risk identification, mitigation methodologies. These are some of the things many a times, in the corporate governance takes the least priority. And but then when we pick up those things which are lying on the ground and fill those gaps and make sure that we do what is required to be done from at an early stage itself, a lot of risks can be mitigated or probably even converted into opportunities. Also about talking about internal processes and controls. It's a very important aspect of corporate governance where um, um, it is now considered as the backbone of any successful organization. And that's where my strength lies. And I'm confident I will be able to take the organizations through these processes.
Yes, and we wish you all the best for the same.
Thank
So
you.
when we talk about technology, what are some of the most remarkable changes you have seen in your field with changes in technology? And what changes do you expect to see with the advent of IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, big data, and Web 3.0?
I would like to quote history into this. It took Magellan, who circumnavigated the world. Almost, it took him 3 years to complete the first navigation across the globe. But now we can do it in 100 days because somebody has already shown us the way. The technology is also, same. The introduction of any new technology is to help the mankind and to help do things faster or in a very highly efficient manner with more accuracy and precision. But it is also important that, while sailing through around the world, um, if we stop and explore some of the land options, then we enjoy this journey more. So it's the same in case of technology as well. While acknowledging that AI and ML is also going to make our life and work easy, we still have 24 hours in our clock. So I think this should help us to connect with more people, spend time with people more, and thus help the entire world with whatever we can do from our side.
Definitely, yes. So, as you know, we are building a community of industry magnets. The move is meant for cross-pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge-sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. So, what are your thoughts about this initiative taken about by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Hemal Mehta, and the whole World Development Corporation team?
I would like to congratulate Mr. Zishan Pathan and Havel Mehta to take this initiative. It's an excellent initiative. It's always a known fact that there is no expertise at one place. So bringing people from different expertise levels into one platform is something which is a great initiative. And I hope this will also help, this will continue and also will help the new leaders emerge into the market.
These have been really very kind words by you, I must say. So it was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that your insights will inspire future leaders. Thank you so much for joining us today, Ms. Anu Sunil. We wish you the best for your future endeavors. Moreover, trust that this initiative by Directors Institute unquestionably has expanded the participants' understanding and enriched their minds. And all the wonderful different teachings and principles that you've shared with us, your wonderful career journey so far. I'm sure, like everyone watching this, it is going to help them grow in their future as well. So, thank you so much once again for being with us today on FaceTime with Leaders.
Thank you, Palin.